Hi, everybody. No background music tonight, just little old me. We'll be with you in about minutes. Well, shalom, shalom, everybody. You might recognize my location here, assuming you can see it. I am in our sanctuary at Temple Beth Israel. We're hard at work preparing our services for Rosh Hashanah coming up in just a few days. And since I was here, I thought I would open up our Zoom Siyyum from here, and it's nice to be up here. I hope it's okay for you. Shalom, Rabbi.
Hello, Cantor.
Hello, Cantor.
I didn't know that you were still at the temple, but that's
I didn't know that you were.
I'm getting a feedback, but that's okay.
Sleeping bag.
Good to see you, and let's start with a little music.
Got it. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שברכים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שברכים גם יחד. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. how good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Salam Aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hinei ma tov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad.
Yes, how good it is to be together and to see all of you. I want to just say hello to some of the folks who are with us on Facebook Live, as well as those who are here with us on Zoom. So to Nancy and to Donna and to Janet and to Ellen and to Marianne and to Linda, welcome. And if there are others there too, so say hello to us so that we can know that you are with us. So let's take a minute. If anybody wants to say a few words of hello, they can do that. Oh, Aurora, I see that you want to do that. You want to unmute yourself?
Hi, I made some cool stuff. Can I show you them?
Oh, good. Yeah.
On the floor. And the bus truck as well. Can I say something else I made?
Cool.
Can I show you them? I made this.
All right, show me right by that one thing.
And then I
That
showed.
may be it, okay?
And then I have one more thing to show you. Let me just get it. I know.
Oh,
It's my edit thing.
no.
Look, yeah, I made a kite.
Wow, you were busy today. You made a lot of things. Hi, Ronan.
Making sauce.
Hey, family. All right. Thank you so much for showing all those things, Aurora. I can see you're trying to fly your kite. All right. Oops. All right. Becca.
Okay, go ahead, sweetie.
Yesterday I got a haircut. Tiny Chim's daddy cut my hair. And then I made the Shana Tova card. And I want to show you it, but I don't know where it is.
Oh, well, yeah, Jordan cut our hair. That's how nice.
Look,
Wow.
and I put on Auntie. I want Auntie Fia.
We can't show you the Shana Tova cards because we already mailed them out.
Oh, well, that was very good of you to do, to make Shana Tova cards, and Shana Tova to you.
Thank you. We did like through the PJ Library thing where they send it to different people.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Thank you. Shana Tova. All right. Anybody else want to say hello? Adele's saying hello. Who else? Yes, Yvonne.
Okay. Good
There you go.
evening. Good evening, everybody. I just like to add, with probably hundreds more, how we thoroughly enjoyed Saturday evening. It was outstanding is just a minor word. It should be a more better word than outstanding. But we were just blown away. Let's put it that way. We know how much we anticipate, how much work went into this, and the choir and all the other temples that took part, the rabbis, the speakers. I mean, it was almost 3 hours, but it seemed to go in 3 minutes. And thank you.
Rabbis, all us rabbis spoke longer than we were supposed to. So yeah, it ran a little long. But,
It didn't seem longer to us. And
I just want to clarify, it was only 2 hours.
Publicly thank everybody involved again. I know everyone really appreciated it. It lifted us up, to other levels. Thank you again so much.
Thank you. And it was wonderful to bring the community together, especially this year. It's always wonderful to bring us together, but when we're feeling so much more separate because of COVID, it was wonderful to bring this extended Jewish community together. And really special thanks to Cantor Paul for coordinating the whole thing, and to Jason Moss for helping convene us and bring us together from the Federation. So that was two people who really made it happen, and in addition to everybody who offered their contributions, obviously, to make the service special. So thank you for that, Yvonne. All right, so I'm going to share a story, and then we'll move into our Siyyum. Once there was a king, and this king, when he grew up, when he was a little prince, he had celebrated Shabbat every week with his family. And they lit candles and made kiddush and ate the most delicious challah. And the meal was the best meal he ever remembered. But as he had grown up and moved into his own palace, he had kind of grown a little distant from his Jewish identity and hadn't been celebrating Shabbat as regularly in his life. But he had been thinking about it recently and really wanted to get those smells and those tastes and that feeling of Shabbat once again in his mouth and his stomach and his heart. And so he called the royal chefs together and said, I want you to make a wonderful Shabbat dinner. And they all went to work, and they came and served on the most beautiful trays and the most wonderful plates. And they brought green beans and chicken and wine, and the table was set with beautiful candles and all of the different kinds of things. And he made the blessing over the candles, and he blessed the wine, and he ate, he blessed the challah and had some challah. And he thought to himself, like, it's okay. It's good. I mean, I'm glad I'm doing this, but the food doesn't taste as good as the food that I ate before. And the challah isn't as sweet. And maybe I have the wrong recipes. Maybe our cooks don't really know the recipes. So he wrote away to his parents, and they sent him all their Shabbat recipes. And the next week he had the royal chefs make his special Shabbat recipes. And they did. And he sat down, and it was served on beautiful trays and beautiful plates, and the candles and the wine and the challah, and he had everything, but it just did not taste as special as he had remembered. Well, he was walking in town one day on a Friday afternoon, and he was dressed as a regular working person, not as the king. Sometimes he liked to do that so people wouldn't recognize him and he could mix among the people. And he walked by a house on Friday afternoon, and the food was the most delicious. Smell was coming out of the house, the most delicious smell. And he knocked on the door. And they opened the door. And he said, hi, I just smelled the most delicious smells coming from your house, and I wanted to find out what it was. And we are going to sit down soon for Shabbat dinner. Why don't you come in and join us? So the king did. They did not know he was the king, but the king was invited in and shared Shabbat dinner. They sang songs around the table and had wonderful conversation. And it was the food was not served on fancy dishes or on beautiful platters, but it was simple. And the food tasted so delicious, and the challah was so sweet, and everything was the best. Well, he asked for all the recipes before he left, and the next week he had the royal chefs make those recipes. And he sat down, all the beautiful things again, and it still did not taste as good or as sweet as it had the week before. So this time, dressed as the king, he went back to the house and he knocked on the door. They opened the door. And the king said, "Hello. You may not recognize me now that I'm in my royal robes, but I was here for Shabbat last week, and you hosted me in such a wonderful way, and I'll always be grateful. And I took your recipes home, but the food just didn't taste as good or as sweet." And the family looked at him and they said, "You know what? Shabbat isn't, the sweetness of Shabbat doesn't only come from the food, and the deliciousness of Shabbat doesn't only come from the food. It comes from the love used in preparing the food and in the love and sharing with our families and our friends as we sit down to share Shabbat." And so from then on, the king always made sure that he shared Shabbat with others, either in the palace or he would go and share Shabbat in people's homes in the village. And from then on, all the food tasted delicious and the challah was always sweet. And now we're going to continue with our Siyyum, with our Shema and Hashkivenu prayers. Oh, now Cantor Paul is in the lobby. We're getting a tour.
I guess because it hasn't been used very much, the Wi-Fi in our sanctuary building is very slow. So I'm standing under a router, so let's see if that helps. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Leolam Va'ed Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom L'shalom Ve'amidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shalom Lecha Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shalom Lecha Shelter us beneath your wings, O Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Oh, Adonai, Amen, 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 Amen. Hakivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. Ve'amidenu Shomreinu L'chaim Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shalom Lecha Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shalom Lecha Amen.
Well, Erev Tov, everyone. It's again been wonderful to be with you. Just a few short announcements. I think that everybody whose names I've seen are people who have already sent in their renewals, but just in case, please do. For those whose renewals were already received by Sunday, by yesterday, you will, and you live within our main catchment areas of Temple Beth Israel, you will be, they will be packaging tomorrow some things for delivery that will be being delivered on Wednesday or Thursday to your homes that you can use along with your, with our Rosh Hashanah Seder on Friday night. And I am working right now on getting links out to everybody for the services. So if again, the first round is going to go to those who I've got renewals by Sunday, because those are the ones that were processed. So if you did, I will be sending you an email with all the links for this Rosh Hashanah for Friday and Saturday. And we'll be updating not the links, but those whose things came in after Sunday, you'll get them this week too. We just have to process them, and we will get those links out to you as well. Any other announcements you want to share? I'm not really thinking beyond Rosh Hashanah in my head. So anything else, Cantor Paul?
No need to do that.
All right.
Only that, please just keep in touch, in case there are any sudden changes or adjustments, whether it's due to fire conditions or Zoom conditions or anything else. Just stay in touch. Please watch for our emails and other information from TBI over the next few days.
All right. So we will keep you up to date. And if there are questions, at least before Friday afternoon, you can also let us know. Friday afternoon during services, asking us questions will be a little more complicated, but that's the system. So I hope everybody has a good rest of the week. We are planning to be here on Wednesday evening for our final Zoom Siyyum before Rosh Hashanah. There will not be we will be gathering after that for Friday night. Is not a regular Shabbat service. It is our Rosh Hashanah service. So we have our Seder and our service. And the Seder is particularly...
Havdalah will be part of, Havdalah will be on as normal.
Right. And we will also, on Friday, just so that people know, our families out there, that especially the Rosh Hashanah Seder is very family friendly. Then we'll have our service after that, which is more of an adult service. So probably a little less kid friendly, but the Seder before dinner is very family friendly and really a great way for families to engage.
And it's the only thing during Rosh Hashanah that's really interactive.
So, all right. So Erev Tov, everyone. Cantor Paul, we're going to end with a song. And then whenever you have a chance, whenever you ever emerge, give me a call. All right.
Say shalom b'roma, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Say shalom b'roma, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom b'roma, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kol Yoshei Tevel. Oseh shalom b'mroma, hu yaseh shalom Aleinu. Oseh shalom b'mroma, hu yaseh Shalom Aleinu. Oseh shalom b'mroma, hu yaseh shalom Aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu, ve'al kol Yoshei Tevel. Amen.
Erev Tov, everyone. See you soon. Shana Tov. Wait, don't go. Gotta blow the shofar.
Shofar.
Almost forgot. See, I forget these things.
Should I go down? Tekiah, Shvarim, Teruah, Tekiah.
Erev Tov, everyone.